Well, demonetization has impacted the entire country. Slowly it's picked back again. It's we started seeing sales already. There is a slight confusion in the minds of consumers as to whether the prices will drop because there is a media speculation it will. But I think the smart buyer knows it's not the case, and the end user in Pune needs a home and he is going to buy it. So there's not been much of a problem. The best performing segment is the budget group of 50 to 85 lakhs now, and we've seen our maximum sales this year in that. The buyer ideally is an IT couple who has probably just moved into the city from one of these neighboring towns in the state or around, and he's looking for a real home. They like to be around the IT hubs, that is in the west and the east. We have really two big IT hubs. We have excellent infrastructure there. Just want to walk to work, right? You reduce your travel time, so they want to be around those areas. We have introduced home automation now, especially, which is really being appreciated by the consumers. Everything is at a button away now. It basically integrates your entire light and sound system into one screen or a remote or an app on your phone, where if you're away and you don't have the time to physically check whether you have left the AC on or your geyser on, it's just easy. You can do it on your phone while you're at work. You have cameras which again you can link on to this automation system, and you have an app again on your phone which you can see and monitor on your phone all day long. If you have a kid, a couple that's working and you leave your baby at home, that's the best facility to have, right? In the last 5 years, Pune has grown drastically in terms of the social infrastructure, the number of malls we have, the cinemas, hospitals, schools. They've all increased because of the increasing in migration also to the city. But that's always been a big attraction, right, to buyers from the beginning. You want to be around schools, you want to be around hospitals. Very fortunate to pick the right locations when we are developing our properties. We try and make it a point to see that we're well connected with the infrastructure. But of course, overall, I think the city can do with a much better road infrastructure. We need wider roads because the traffic has really increased, and of course, we can do with a lot of flyovers as well. The metro, once it kicks in, will really help, the link road. So I think all these factors will help, and it's required at this point with the development that's happening. We need the road infrastructure to support it. These policies, when implemented together, will really bring about that change in the outlook of how real estate is viewed. That lack of trust that consumers feel they have with the builders, that's going to be bridged in terms of transactions, with the GST, with the demonetization. It's all going to be a 100% check-driven industry now, with the RERA, such a strict authority overlooking the functions of there are going to be lesser delays, lesser illegal activities, which again the builders are held up for. It's going to be a very smooth, clean, transparent industry from now. I would say all the pseudo extensions from the city areas. Say in the south, there's Pisoli, Handewadi. In the west, further from Tathavde. In the east, from Wagholi, you're going up to Loni, and all these areas will really see that lower affordable housing projects coming in. A lot of these extensions see townships coming in because they become like self-sufficient communities in themselves, which prevent them from wanting to come into the city on a day-to-day basis. With this traffic, you want something that is closer to you. You can walk, and you need your need-based stores. So if the townships are catering to that, I think it's great. It will be slower, but slowly with the demonetization kicking in, everything is moving digital. It's going to be compulsory for you to know how to use a credit card, do an e-transfer. In the same way, all these really advanced technology has helped us get 3D models, and the entire walkthrough or your apartment can be viewed from while you're not there physically, and if you trust that developer, I think there's no problem for you to do any transaction and buy your home online. It's already started, it's begun, and I think slowly it's going to catch on. Yeah.
The biggest change would obviously be when you can check the approvals online, right?
And that, yes. And I mean, half of them already you do have to post them online.
Yeah.
And with all these policies coming in, I think everything is going to be public, and there's no reason for the consumer to mistrust the developer. Trust the builder you're buying with, make sure he's a reputed builder who has some credit. Try and avoid someone who's probably doing a first time project, because there are more chances of him facing issues than someone who's been in the industry for longer. Again, the bank would only fund it if they have a good enough credit, right? So it all goes hand in hand. I think it's just the credit of the developer, which is really what's important for the consumer to look at.